thank him for being here as the countdown goes in. 3, 2, 1, and pills.
All right, so Atalito out of the gates first. He's got a lot of red on this top line, and he's going to use it. Unfortunately, it's going to create garbage almost immediately. Whereas red is not something that we see a lot of from Ibar, so definitely a tale of two different boards for these two.
Oh yeah, definitely. But a little making interesting setups already at the beginning with some reds that became garbage. But he found a way to make a T and actually clear everything off the board. So already we're seeing what Alita is bringing to the board. Ivar having to figure out some intricate stuff as well, but he's not getting the right pills to pull it off just yet.
Creativity is definitely the name of the game. Whenever the doctor doesn't give you what you need, and that's what makes these players so good at what they do, is being able to find really interesting and creative ways of pulling out good plays out of seemingly nothing.
Indeed, as Atalito taking a bit of an advantage at this point, it's about 10 viruses. Ivar was a bit stronger, but he actually was rewarded earlier with getting the right peel for a setup that he already had in the bottom, while also being able to clear everything on the top. So this is going to mean that Atalito is going to be out first at 126, and Ivar should be right behind, but he has a little bit of a spare there in column 6.
Yeah, that column six is really going to be an issue for him. He's found his way to at least get the top end of it knocked out, but he's gonna. Oh, there we go. He gets a T. I'm gonna say he's looking for those blues at the bottom in a double, and looks like he's gonna try to spire up or build a platform so that he can get to this blue in the middle of his board. He's gonna get it, and he's out at a 201.
Yeah, he's not looking too happy about that, but it was a bit of a rough first level. But he should be getting to ready to go into level 9 as a little already taking a sizable advantage. He's more than 20 viruses ahead of Ivar. So let's see if Ivar can bring this down a little bit.
Adelito's having to take care of that yellow at the bottom of his board because that's going to give him an opportunity to get a triple out of the blues. Uses the platform while he's got it available, and I think he was going for the setting that yellow up. Didn't get it all the way over to the right hand side, and that's going to force him to have to do something about the double red in the middle of his board. Otherwise, he's going to have to take these as two separate horizontals, and I know that's not something he wants to do, and doesn't, in fact. Now that drops the setup for the other two pills down, or other two viruses down, and he has to take them the old-fashioned way. But he'll still be out at a 317.
Indeed, but in that time, Ivar has managed to bring down this a little bit. As yeah, unfortunately, they're a little with some conflicting plans, and therefore, yeah, he just gave a little bit of time for Ivar to bring this down. Beautiful combo there by Ivar. Just everything set up the way he wanted.
Yeah, that's the sort of combo you need to see in order to get things moving back into the direction you want them. As Ivar is doing just that.
And I like how their Ivar already had that set up and didn't even bother to try and pair up the reds. So that would have put unnecessary garbage on top of the two blues. And he's going to be able to be out at a 357.
Yeah, that's still putting him a little bit behind the eight ball here, but certainly not out of the realm of possibilities. Although, if Atalito continues to put down these amazing combos, that's going to make it all the harder. As he is down to just 18 viruses left here in this level 10.
Yeah, a little just on a rampage at this point, just taking viruses left and right and making quick work of this level 10, really. It's just. It looked like he was slowing down a little bit on 9, but yeah, he's making sure not to let that be known to the doctor.
It's a great T coming out of that one. As Ivar also making some good combo plays. He's finding some really good options. Again, though, some of them are competing, so it'll be interesting to see what happens when he does decide to go for the horizontal down at the bottom. I don't think he liked that blue yellow, and then he set another one down in a way he did not want. That is why we say that misflips breed misflips, but he'll find a way to get out of it as Atalito out at just a touch under 515.
Yeah, it got a little bit slower there as well by for a little because he needed a lot of red really to open up all that was left on his board, and it took a bit with the RNG for the right pills to come around. As you say, I were just trying to figure out a way out of this. Everything is all on the left side, and yeah, that complicates things a bit.
Yeah, I know Ivar's not happy with this one, but that's the point at which you've got to get tough. And wow, that was a really good combo to not be happy about. He's out at a 555. And, even if he doesn't pull this one out in level 11, he's going to have to just let this one go and look for what's going to happen in the next level, in the next game of this best of three.
Yeah, definitely. It's starting to look like Atalito is going to take this one, but we've seen that sometimes the doctor doesn't let him get out of the levels that easily. So it's still not too late. Ivar can pull something if he with his setups and all of that good stuff that he knows how to do.
Yeah, frustration is really a big part of this game. It's almost like mental toughness is what it's made for. Uh, but yeah, that's the head shakes. That's it's just a reminder that this is a tough game. This is a game that really tries to take it out of you. So uh, just props to our players for being tough and sticking this one out because this is they get some really rough levels.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like you say, it's so much mental strength at some points. As we're gonna see a little is out at 7-Eleven. Okay, that's not a sponsor, but there you go.
Hydrated, folks. So he'll take game one, but not without a fight from Ivar, who apparently looked up and saw. And yeah, he's just gonna go
Okay,
ahead
yeah,
and
he
clear this
just
one out. So both of our players are gonna get the top out reset as they prepare for game two of this best of three match, with Atalito taking it 1-0 over Master Ivar.
yep. And we're talking about the mental strength. Does these players just ready to get at it right away, which talks about how easily they are just forgetting about what happened in that game. That's over. Let's jump into the next one. So it's going to be 3-2-1 in Peels.
See Ivar showing off his Dr. Mario t-shirt, and both players playing on high. Although I didn't. One of them's playing with chill music, and the other one is playing with the music off. I didn't didn't know which was which.
Wouldn't be able to tell you myself.
So Adelino not getting a very happy top of his board. There's just a lot going on, and a lot of it's red, and he's getting a lot of the red pills. But overall, it's just kind of this is the sort of board that makes you think, oh, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and then nothing happens the way you want it to because of the pills.
Yeah, unfortunately, a little with that very heavy yellow top line at this moment, which, as you say, is not helping his plans. And however, he's keeping up with Ivar, both of them at 12 viruses at this point. So, in spite of all of that, good job there by Atalito to try and figure out stuff from the sides.
And he's getting rid of some of his garbage in a very creative way, and manages to get some horizontals going on here, and use his pills as efficiently as possible. This is about getting the pills cleared and making your prioritizations properly. He's out at a 136. Ibar is going to be right behind him, chooses not to take a lot of long drop time, gets rewarded with a double yellow and a double red out at a 143.
Right, and already, of course, Atalito just getting this very intricate setups, setting on top of all of that yellow, and he decides that this is the moment to pull it off, and boom, that's only going to leave a little bit of garbage in column 4, and that's about it.
Yeah, we look at Ivar. He was also trying to come up with some good strong combo play. Gets a really big combo there, as doesn't put him back in on the lead, but it does bring him a lot closer than he was. So we're down to about a 6 virus difference between these two, and Ivar's finding ways to really cut that lead down.
Yeah, meanwhile, Atalito has had a little bit of trouble with a double red that he tucked slightly earlier than he intended, but he managed to get another double red, and then he just cleared up that problem. Really, that's most of what's been happening on his side. Other than that, it's been a lot of clears, both horizontal and vertical, going the right way, as I'm sure he was expecting for them to go.
Fortunately, the doctor is not giving him the pills that he wants. Meanwhile, as we look over onto Ibar's side again, he pretty much cleared up his board. No garbage going on over there, and very close to having his all of his viruses free and clear. Exactly where he wants to be. He's finding ways to try to find horizontals and combos. And unfortunately, he's thinking faster than the doctor is, because some of the pills that he's getting are just not going to be helpful for that.
Yeah, but it's just going to be a few viruses for Ivar to get out of level 9, as Atalito is already on level 10. So, but fortunately, all of these plans that Ivar has are not competing with each other. Everything is very clear and open, and he's going to be out at a 352.
Very, very nice. So we're here on what's level 10? I was going to say we're here on the final level, but this is not the final level. This is just level 10. So they've got a whole nother level after this one. I can
I
count, I
mean,
swear.
I mean, if they were in the level at 11, those would be just fantastic times for both of our players. But now, as you say, they have just to play another one level. A little right now with not a lot of yellow on the top line. He manages to open up some more on the left side because, yeah, on the right, a lot of it's going to be out.
And that's not a bad looking board for him. He's getting some really nice combos going on as Ibar is finding his way through. This right hand side is starting to get kind of stacked up, as he doesn't have. Never mind, everything's cleared up now. So there's that. As he just completely clears out that column 8 just for spite, just because he heard me say something, I'm sure. And now he is needing to figure out some ways to use some double yellows, get some really good clears out of those. And boy, if the doctor keeps giving him double yellows and yellow blues, that is going to be perfect for him. But Atalito out at a 519.
Yeah, I mean, on our little side, we have some talks that really, I feel like he was tapping really quickly. Whatever he uses to play the game, he just tapped madly, and it actually worked for him. As the Ivar there with a big line there on row 5, and yeah, he just needs a couple more blues, which he's going to get, and he's going to be out at the 544.
All right, and this could be the home stretch for these players if Atalito takes it. Otherwise, we're going to be headed towards a decider. So certainly, as we saw the last game, there's no telling what's going to happen, and no lead is safe.
Oh, definitely. And at this point, I mean, that left side for Alia was starting to get a bit spired. So, yeah. While on the other hand, Ibar just has a very flat board. So at this point, there's still the chance. It's not over just yet.
Flat, but also very red and yellow. So he's finally getting down to some more blues, but that's still not the strongest colors going on that board. So we're going to see what he can do with that. There's a whole lot of red.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of red, but he brings down that yellow that was just waiting to drop down into some viruses. However, on the other hand, we have Atalito that's just 4 viruses away from finishing this level 11 and taking the second crown and a trip into semifinals.
Yep. Unfortunately, Ibar not getting the yellow red that he needs until late, as Atalito out at a 7:09, as he will be our semifinalist this month.